Hey y'all, welcome back to the Briles Bunch, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Courtney, and in today's video I'm sharing 3 really delicious Instant Pot recipes, and I'm not exaggerating, they're so yummy. So I hope you guys enjoy them. If you like these kind of videos, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below so that you don't miss out on any more videos. I do weekly grocery hauls and then constantly sharing new inspiration for meals and that sort of thing with what's for dinner videos and other recipe videos. So if any of that sounds good, then I would love to have you stick around, but let's get on into the video. For the first Instant Pot recipe that I'm going to share, it was a taco pasta, and this was so good. Even the kids had ate some of it, so that was a huge win. I've got a pound of ground beef, then some minced garlic, a box of rotini noodles, corn, black beans, a green pepper and an onion, and then some taco seasoning and Fiesta blend cheese. The first thing I needed to do was cut up my veggies, so I went ahead and diced my green pepper and my onion. Once I was done chopping up the veggies, I turned the Instant Pot to saute and cooked the ground beef with the green pepper and onions. Then once it was done cooking, I added in a half a tablespoon of the minced garlic and just kind of let that cook in with that for about a minute. Once I let the garlic kind of cook in for a minute, I went ahead and added the taco seasoning and 2 cups of water. You do want to kind of stir that around to make sure there's nothing on the bottom to deglaze the bottom of your pan before adding in the rest of the ingredients. So then I added 1 cup of salsa, any kind you like. I used the restaurant style, and then half a can of black beans and half a can of corn is what I added, and then the whole box of rotini noodles. I think it's awesome that you can cook pasta in the Instant Pot, so just stir that around really good. And I did feel like it needed a little bit more water, so I added some more, but you just want to cook that on 5 minutes. And here I am letting out the air in it, taking it off, and I gave it 1 more good stir before adding in a cup of cheese on top. For the cheese, I was trying to be patient and let it melt a little bit before serving it, but we were really hungry this day, so we just kind of dug on in. Feel free to serve it however you want. Top it with sour cream, avocado, any kind of toppings that you like, but this is just how we were having it, and it was so good. Okay, I finally got around to trying the cracked chicken that everybody raves about, and the fact that I can make it in the Instant Pot is also a huge win. So it's not that many ingredients. I've got some chicken breast here, we've got some green onions, ranch seasoning, we've got some cheddar cheese, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, dill weed, and pepper. And then I've also got 2 blocks of cream cheese. Just kidding, that's just 1 block of cream cheese. I've got 1 block of cream cheese, and that is all the ingredients that we're going to use for this. Y'all, I made this when my parents were over and my brother, and it was a hit. Everybody loved it. So if that tells you anything, it's awesome. Okay, so diving right on into the recipe, I've already got 1/2 a cup of water in the Instant Pot. Then I go ahead and add in all of the chicken breast, sprinkle the ranch dressing mix on top of it before adding in the rest of the seasoning. So I've got 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 a teaspoon of dill weed, 1/4 a teaspoon of pepper, and 1/4 a teaspoon of paprika. The next thing I did was cut up my cream cheese into cubes and then just dump that right on top of everything else. I put the lid on, made sure it was sealed, closed it, and then set the timer to 13 minutes because my chicken breasts were huge, so I wanted to make sure that they were done. But I did set it to 13 minutes, and then when it's done, I let it naturally release for 10 minutes, which means I just left it sitting and didn't touch it. I didn't know what natural release meant for a long time, so that's what that means. And then after that, I finally let out the rest of the steam and took out the chicken breast, stirred everything together, and the chicken, I used my hand mixer and mixed it up. It always makes a huge mess. I don't know how to keep from doing that, but then I just put everything back into the pot. I'd already cut up my green onions and cooked that ready cooked bacon in the microwave and added it all together, stirred it up, served it on some buns. It's amazing. So here I am putting it on the bun, and I did want to say what type of bun I was using. I'd never tried these before, but it's the brioche buns, and they are super good. We served this with some hominy and smothered green beans. Perfect meal for everybody. We all enjoyed it. And if you guys have ever tried cracked chicken before, let me know in the comments down below if you have and how you make it, because I know it can be made many different ways, so I'd love to hear that. But if you do try this, let me know definitely, because it's so good. Okay, the third Instant Pot recipe that I'm going to be sharing is this broccoli cheese soup, and oh my goodness guys, I love me some broccoli and cheese soup, so I was excited to try this one and it did not disappoint. Literally all three of these are amazing, so if you try any of them, definitely let me know, because I love hearing when you guys do. So for this recipe, I've got 2 heads of broccoli. Is that what you call them? I don't know. I've got 2 things of broccoli here. We've got some of the matchstick carrots, an onion, butter, we've got our cheese of course, and then some water, cornstarch, salt, pepper, heavy whipping cream, and some chicken broth. Okay, so first things first, of course we're not going to stick that whole thing of broccoli straight into the Instant Pot, so I just cut up the broccoli into the size pieces that I wanted, and then cut up the onion as well. Once I got everything cut up, it was time to go ahead and add everything into the Instant Pot. So I've got my broccoli, 1 cup of those shredded carrots, the onions, and then 4 cups of chicken broth, so pretty much the whole container. I've got a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and then for the butter, I did 2 tablespoons of butter, and we just closed that, made sure it was sealing always. I have done that a couple times, I'm guilty. And then once it was sealed, I cooked it on 4 minutes. While that was cooking, I went ahead and did a little cornstarch slurry. So I had 1/4 a cup of cold water and 1/4 a cup of cornstarch, and just mixed that together. So once the soup was actually done, I let it vent out and opened it up, poured that in, poured in 2 cups of heavy whipping cream and 3 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. I did change it to saute though, and let that cook for about 3 or 4 minutes, stirring it constantly so that it thickens and also that it doesn't stick to the bottom. Here's like the consistency that I kept stirring it until it got to. You can keep it going longer probably to get it thicker if you want it thicker, but this is how I enjoyed it. This turned out really yummy. I do usually like to have a bread bowl, but I couldn't find one at my store this time, so we're just having some croissants with it. Fun question for y'all. I would love to hear what your favorite thing to eat with your soup is. Like, I like the bread bowls or crackers with different kinds of soup, but I would love to hear that. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that it gave you some new Instant Pot meal ideas. If you want to see more of these, let me know in the comments down below, because I've really been loving my Instant Pot lately. But I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye y'all.